Hey everyone, I'm the Real Ebeb, and you're watching the A20 Guardian 100 game analysis. This is run number 55. Let's get started. Another Sapphire. Alright. Getting tired of these Sapphire starts. Okay, our Neo options are obtain a random rare card, obtain 3 random potions, lose all gold to choose a rare colorless card to obtain, or boss swap. Not liking these first two options very much, but I'll take potions if I have to. I'm looking at the lose all gold option for a rare colorless card. That can whiff sometimes, but it will depend on the pathing for this act. This right-hand path looks pretty good. 3 elites, 2 campfires. I think that's the best possible route here. What else do we have? This is a 2 elite, 1 campfire, 2 campfire, 1 elite. I guess this is a 2 and 2. No, this is a 3 and 1 going to the right, through the middle. This is a 2 and 2 if we go through this shop, but if we lose the 100 gold, then that doesn't actually work. What about for bailout options? Just rest sites. I guess we could go here. This doesn't look amazing. Only 3 card rewards before the first elite. We would have to go to the left in order to get better ones. This has a decent bailout option with 3 campfires and 1 elite, but the other possibilities aren't much more powerful. We would have to go here and then make the decision there. We'd have to go this way if we wanted to elite path and take a dead floor with a shop. That's kind of worth it to get a second elite, but also we have to take the burning elite, so I don't think this is the option. I think we have to go for this and hope this is good enough. Actually, there is a fight path, but it goes to the campfire. I guess this is the reason we have a bailout option in the first place. If we don't get good enough cards for the elite, then we need to bail out. So we can make our decision here. If we get good enough cards, we'll go right. If not, we'll go through just the campfire, and we'll get 2 and 2. And that is an acceptable act. Alright, and then there's also Guardian at the end of the act. Overall, not an act that I boss swap for. I think our act is decent enough no matter what happens here. So let's see what we get for the rare colorless card. Apotheosis, Magnetism, Thinking Ahead. I'm definitely thinking about Apotheosis. Gives us 3 strength and 3 dexterity. Essentially. A Twin Slam is a bit less. But for the first few fights, if we can play Apotheosis, we'll be a lot more powerful than usual. Also, the upgrades on defense means that we'll lose a lot less HP than normal. Let's see. One other thing about Apotheosis is that recently I've been thinking that taking Apotheosis early, you want to go for a small deck so that you can draw to this quickly enough and get enough value from it. And that naturally falls into... And that naturally works because Apotheosis makes all your cards stronger, so you can afford to take less cards. If we take Apotheosis, I think that gives us a pretty strong chance of being able to take the 3 elite path. We will need an upgrade on this to make it cheaper, but I think it's possible. There's also the possibility that we take Magnetism. I haven't really tried a Magnetism start before, so I have no idea how this is going to go. On Guardian, anyway. I have tried Magnetism start a long time in the past on other characters, and I don't think it went very well, but then again, I'm not as good then as I am now. One thing I would have to do is upgrade this very soon, so that it's also playable. It can generate some block and some damage. It's gonna generate a lot of weird utility cards, though. You know what? I think this is actually... I think the thing that cements this, for sure, is the fact that we're fighting Guardian. We would not want to play Magnetism in Guardian. We would want to play Apotheosis, and Apotheosis would help so much. So this is going to be an Apotheosis start. Excuse me. So Apotheosis start. How do we play this first turn, then? We play 2 defends. We take this down to 7, and we need 2 strikes. Same here. Actually, we only need a strike and Twin Slam. 4 and 3 damage when we're weakened. That being said, this did roll the maximum damage. I guess... Since there's only 2 strikes and Twin Slam in the draw pile, there's a chance that we get strike and Twin Slam, and then we'd have to use 3 attacks to get rid of this. I think we go for this left one. There's also a chance that this debuffs or this... And this is guaranteed to attack, so... Okay, they're both attacking, and they're both maximum damage. Okay, that's fine. We can still do this. We did draw a strike and a Twin Slam. Best we could do this turn with Apotheosis is just 1 defend, and we take 8. So it's going to be strike, Twin Slam, defend, and take 3. And then next turn we have just a free damage turn. Right. Okay, cool. Not enough. Apotheosis still costing 2 is not amazing. But the Thorns will do it, actually. Multi-Beam, Sapphire, Vent Steam. Interesting. Multi-Beam and Vent Steam are both cards that I really love to take early on. 2 vulnerable for 1 energy is apparently very strong. And Multi-Beam being decent AoE, as well as a potential scaling option, is also very good. With Apotheosis, this actually gains more front-loaded damage, while this gains an extra turn of vulnerable. I think I am more inclined to take the Multi-Beam for Sentry specifically, especially since this is not good against Sentries, but also because it's an uncommon and this is a common. So we're more likely to find this later anyway. And usually you only want 1 of these, so taking this would kind of remove card rewards, some cards from card rewards. I would consider a second Multi-Beam if we found one. Oh yeah, and I'm not taking Sapphire, just to get that out of the way. Excuse me a sec. Hoping to clear my throat from that. Alright, defend, defend, Multi-Beam, and Sapphire. Okay. 2 fights in a row, Curl being at the bottom is not amazing. 4 kills, and then defend is 5, so we take 5 this way. Apotheosis defend is 8 block, so we take 6 that way. Okay. So Apotheosis is a bit of an investment. We haven't played it yet. I still think it's worth it to do it like this. That's a bad hit. Unless we get... We did not get Sapphire. Thankfully, this is exact lethal. Okay. Interesting. Incinerate, Emerald, Amber. Amber and Incinerate doing very similar things. Both accelerating. This accelerates twice, but this being a gem is a huge plus. At least once we socket it. Right now, it's actually kind of bad going into an elite, so I think if we take anything, we take the Incinerate. Yeah, I think it has to be in the Incinerate over the Amber. However, we do have another fight guaranteed before this elite. Doesn't mean we're going to find a good card, though. Apotheosis also makes this accelerate twice anyway. Amber is really, really strong gem, so I hate to pass it up, but I think Incinerate is the play right now. We're going to make a very strong Apotheosis deck, so let's make sure we can actually do stuff. Do we lose our 24 gold that we have? Or do we take 11 damage to gather 75 more gold? We're not pathing to the shop either way. 99 gold is not enough for me to consider a shop here. Although that is enough for a card remove, I suppose, or a discounted rare. It's not likely that I will care. Also, it takes us off of this fight, which we want to take. So it's a question of, can I afford the HP loss? Takes us to 49. We have another fight here. If it's Jawworm, we're likely to take damage because we took 3 non-block cards. Sheesh. So that could take us down to like 42. I think 7 is a pretty normal number to take. Sometimes 9, so we'd be down to 40. And I want to upgrade as many times as possible through this act. I guess which would be here and here. It's a lot of fights in a row, I'm noticing. We also don't have a shop for the rest of the act unless we get one in one of these question marks, but I would just get one in this particular question mark. But that would just make me sad. I don't want to spend a campfire resting if I don't have to. Upgrades, I think, will be much better for us. Actually, we have Apotheosis, but still, we want an upgrade on Apotheosis anyway. And if we're constantly taking damage, we're going to have to spend campfires resting rather than getting this upgraded. So this is 16 damage, but I think Apotheosis for defense is more important. Wow, that next turn. We could be attacked for 17 next turn. That would suck. Strike does more damage. There's no way we have a kill here, right? That's 28. 35. What if Colorless Potion could save us 9 HP here? Good Instinct saves us 6. Blind just saves us 5. Trip saves us all 9. Where else would we use this? Would we use it in an elite fight? I guess so. Of course, we get the worst possible outcome. Swift Strike would kill. Hand of Greed would obviously kill. This saves up to 9 HP, but it's not guaranteed. Oh, I just played all those attacks, so not even Trip works now. Alright, fine. I'll save it for a boss, or the elite. Fruit Juice, that's interesting. Charge Up. We do need a block card, and we have plenty of attacks. Also, this upgrade's pretty decent, so I'm going to take it. The Refracted Beam was interesting because, you know, it upgrades any number of times. So that's actually a reason to visit campfires, but I don't think that's good enough for us. I don't think it's a very good card in general, honestly. Oh, no. We have Apotheosis. I want my HP, please. And I did reach 16 cards. I reached 15, so I think this elite will be... I think it has a chance of going very well. Alright, let's do this now. Magnetism, Dark Shackles, Flash of Steel. I think this is Magnetism. We are going to play Strike, Strike, Curl Up. Of course it hits Gear Up. Interesting. I feel like we have to play both of these, which means we take more damage thanks to Strength. But not being vulnerable is good. Also, we'll be in defensive mode because we're taking 14 here. $22. Pretty low number. Secret Technique is a dead card. That's funny. So charge up gives me 8, but gives Ramlin Knob 3 strength. So that's 25 versus 28. So I have 3 block, next turn I'll have 13. I'm taking potentially 12. 3 strength next turn with 3 attacks would be 9 damage. We're sacrificing Twin Slam to do that. So it would be a net gain of 2 damage. Yeah, that's not worth it. Let's just play the damage cards. Okay, we can re-enter defensive here if we want. And you know, that doesn't seem so bad. We have a strike in hand. We can curl up the multi-beam for next turn. Oh, and that guarantees a kill. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Because that'll be 9 damage if I play the strike. Don't try this at home. Giving Gremlin Knob 15 strength. Oh yeah, also that. Okay, that went pretty okay. Bag of Prep is awesome. Priming Shot, Tourmaline, Orb Support. I really love Priming Shot with Sapphire, especially when upgraded. Gives you 10 brace by itself. It can be an alternative to curl up to enter defensive. But with Apotheosis, even, Gear Up gives 15 instead of just 10. So we could even just enter... Oh, wait. Yeah, we could just enter with the upgraded version of this. Tourmaline. No. I don't think so. I will take the Priming Shot, though, I think. Just for the brace. Yeah. We need a good brace start. I think we're on the cusp of not needing more attack cards. So, that's where I'm going to stop with that. Alright, let's get Apotheosis upgraded. But we have 4 fights in a row. But we have good potions. But we're also fighting hard pull fights. Man, is it better to rest here? That's a tough question. So this puts us at 37. With a rest, that would be... ...24 plus 37 is 50... No, sorry. 61. 61 HP is a lot. But if we can afford the Apotheosis upgrade now, I would like to do it, because even if we get low in these fights, we save more HP on average by resting here, because Apotheosis will be more playable in these fights. I suppose it's a little bit too risky. We really only need this upgraded, so we could just rest now. It's a Bag of Prep. That makes us a lot more consistent entering defensive early. Hmm. $37 HP. Is that enough? We've got Sentries and Lagavulin up next. These hallway fights could be brutal, though. Alright, I'm going to go with the rest. Alright, we got an easy one to start. In theory, anyway. I could Apotheosis defend and take 3. Our draw is not that great. So that could help a little bit if we draw just defend or just charge up. Sacrifice 3 to save 2 or 3. Actually, Priming Shot would get us out then, too. So we'd have 4 outs instead of just 3. Tough decision. I don't know whether playing Apotheosis is worth it. I guess with 4, our worst draw would be Ascender's Bane and these 4 attacks. Without Apotheosis, that number jumps to 5. 5 worst hands that we don't block at all on. Actually, we're only losing 2 HP. What was I thinking? I guess triple defend was what I was thinking, but I think we have to do double defend to incinerate. So we're only losing 2 HP by doing Apotheosis to potentially save a lot more. Okay, I'm going to go this guaranteed route so that we can take these next 3 fights with a lot less problems on average. Alright, multi-beam's going in. I'm going to play Charge Up. I'm going to play Gear Up. Give me the strength. We full block already. Let's put multi-beam back into stasis. Alright. I don't mind taking a 2 HP loss there for the guarantee. It wasn't so bad. Quartz, Sentry Blast. Wow. Both very good. I guess Sentry Blast is a little weird against Guardian because you're not going to be able to play the Blast on defensive mode turns, but you can use the Weaken quite well against Guardian. The Quartz is interesting, but we don't have a good thing for it yet. It would obviously be not bad because we can just play it and draw the card, and it's just sitting on the deck without hurting it at all. Reroute. Reroute for Incinerate's also interesting. Reroute for Multi-Beam is interesting. Apotheosis helps because we have Curl Up, so we can put Multi-Beam into stasis. We've done that a couple times. I guess Sentry Blast Incinerate's a thing, huh? I think this is strong enough. I'm going to take it. Especially on 3 energy. 0-cost card would help. Broken Tooth. That's going to be great. In theory. Interesting. So, unfortunately, with Flex Potion, this does not do enough damage to kill everything. We'd be taking a full 10 damage. This would be down to 9, 13, 14. So, we'd be taking 10 to guarantee the fight ends well, because we can just play Gear Up next turn anyway. We do also have decent attacks in the draw pile. We have a 9 damage card. 14 is a matter of 3 other attacks, I guess. But it's possible. If we let this fight go on longer, I think we take more than 10 damage. I don't think there's any world in which we take less than 10, so let's just do this. Enter defensive, play Incinerate, and we have 10 more block next turn, so let's just play Priming Shot here. Alright, now we're almost guaranteed to have this. We need just 1 attack because of Sentry Blast. Oh, how about that? Apotheosis counts. Because that makes it 7. Alright, cool. That's 1 strength for us. Stone Calendar is interesting. Walker Claw, Resilient Plate, Speed Boost. Speed Boost, very interesting. That plus Incinerate and a Sentry Blast. Like, if we don't have any other cards in Stasis, then yes, the Accelerate will be wasted. But it does let us lean very strongly into an Accelerate combo strategy. Being said, Resilient Plate, we have a synergy for that with Charge Up, sometimes. It's also 8 Brace for defensive mode, and Walker Claw is Walker Claw. Although I think with the deck we have, we might not even need the Walker Claw, so let's not take a 2-cost card. I think it's either Speed Boost or Resilient Plate. Unfortunately, Speed Boost and Resilient Plate's upgrades from Apotheosis are both kind of weird. Speed Boost being retained and Resilient Plate removing Exhaust. So not a lot of Apotheosis value from either of those cards. Walker Claw very notably gets an extra hit, but I still don't think it's good enough with our deck. Speed Boost, Resilient Plate. We could also just skip. You know, despite Accelerate 3 times on Speed Boost, it can be good. It's also kind of weird sometimes. It's also not very good for the upcoming fights, is it? Resilient Plate might be okay. Against Nob, it could remove debuffs. And we're back to Nob or Lagavulin in here. It can also remove Lagavulin's debuffs, very notably. Doesn't do much against Guardian unless you make it to past their 38 or 36 attack, whatever it is. It's 36. 38 Slime Boss. You know, I think Resilient Plate also kind of leans into its own set of strategies with debuff reduction. So I'm going to take this instead. Oh boy. Wow. This combo is very weak-oriented. Interesting. This is 11 block, playing Apotheosis, charge up is 8, so we sacrifice 3 HP to get better future turns. I think that's worth it. We take 10 doing it this way. We take 13 doing it this way. We take 11 doing it this way. I think we always play Apotheosis. So which is better, Gear Up or Charge Up? I think it's got to be Gear Up, right? Because this is 13 damage from this, but this is... We take 8, we enter defensive, and then we take 3 more, because we only get 10. So that's 11. Let's do it. $37 HP is around where I would like to take an elite, I think. These 3 enter defensive mode again, that's funny. We're going to have a lot of block for next turn, so I think we curl up the Resilient Plate to remove Weaken in a couple turns. Let's kill the one with less HP first. That's usually what you want to do. Sometimes it differs, but killing something fast means you're taking less damage per turn. Alright. Now we're going to get rid of our Weaken, as well as enter defensive again. Wow. Get that back out. Damage combo to the end. Very nice. Priming Shot, Temporal Shield, Emerald. We did just pick up Resilient Plate, so Emerald's looking a lot better than usual. Emerald can go into either one of these, honestly, and be good. Does put us at 19 cards for the Elite, but once you get past 15, it gets a lot less punishing to have stuff like this. It is a little bit more setup, though, but we have good attacks. I think we'll be okay if we take this, so I'm going to. 37 HP, let's go. Oh, it's Laga. Okay, good. That is probably the best outcome here. I don't want to enter defensive. If I play even Curl Up, then Apotheosis Priming Shot would enter defensive. I guess that's a... No, it's not a good thing, because I already have Gear Up. I'm still going to play this, though. Of course it's that. I was hoping to get some kind of value in 2 turns, but apparently not. We got Priming Shot first. Interesting. I still want to play Apotheosis and get Sentry Blast in, so I'm going to wait. This being free, I guess, is fine now. No Apotheosis for me. Okay. We do get to enter defensive next turn, though, for some block. We also didn't get... Yeah, both of those on the bottom. I don't think we play a lot of attacks next turn, so let's just do Strike Multi-Beam. Alright, let's hope we get something good here. We can't re-enter defensive, but we can do this. Okay, that is very close to a full block, both this turn and next turn. Yeah, check that out. And I will full block this. We still have a Resilient Plate. Please give it to me. Oh, right, we already drew it. Okay. We're doing a lot of damage, wow. We have a kill? Awesome. Oh, we had a Stone Calendar, I forgot. Gelatinous Cube. We got the one boss that doesn't care about that. Of course. Fragmented Gem. Alternate way to make a... What do you call it? Walker Claw. One that I will accept because it essentially removes a card in our deck at the same time. I think Frag Gem is worth it here. Is Reroute worth it? I don't want to take a 1-cost common attack at this point. I'm going to take the Frag Gem. So now, what is what here? Well, the thing is, Double Decks and Twin Slam doesn't do anything special with Resilient Plate. So we could just throw that in Incinerate and then throw the Shiv into Twin Slam. Kind of like I was just saying. I think I'll do that. It also means that if we want Dexterity... oh, never mind. I got it mixed up. It means that if we want to accelerate, we don't have to deal with a Shiv in the Guardian fight. And finally, we have Apotheosis upgraded. In theory, it looks like we could have made it through all of that without dying if we hadn't rested. Either way, we still made it, so I think we're good. Except now we have this. Wow, Incinerate, Resilient Plate, Defend? We can't... Actually, we can enter defensive. If we play these 3. So yeah, this is I think the case where we want to kill Jawworm first because it scales up. Even though it has more HP. Jawworm is just scary in general. Excuse me. Also, this is a very prime reason for why Apotheosis isn't just the only upgrade you need in your deck. You sometimes need the consistency of other things. Alright, so let's get our 10 block this turn. I also have 2 strength, which is nice. 17. Can't kill here. So it's going to have to be like this. Is it worth it to attack or to curl up? This puts us 12 away, but we don't have any brace in the draw pile. So is it better to just kill that? We're taking 1 here, so that puts us at 11 left. Let's just go for the kill. Potentially. Worst case scenario, I have weaken this turn. Okay, we're good. We're good. 18. We have 2 strength, so the shivs are doing 6. So this is 30 damage. This is 36 if it's spread out. I guess this is fine. $18. This has 1 left, but it's getting 9 block. I guess any attack would kill it, though. And if we don't get attacks, we're getting block anyway. Oh wait, we have Sentry Blast anyway. Okay, let's do this. Oh wait, no, this is 1 away. Alright, that's fine. We got this anyway. We're good. Speed boost is back. It's not happy that I skipped it. I'm not happy that it's back. Ruby. Actually very interesting. We could put that in Twin Slam and then make it a Shiv Strength Twin Slam. Something else I haven't done this series yet, but then again I haven't taken very many Crystal Shivs. Weird. Since I have Resilient Plate, I think I will do this. And I think that means we upgrade Twin Slam to socket it later, but we can also just rest here. I think overall we just want to... I think we do want to upgrade Twin Slam. I don't think we're in danger of dying here. Well, this is exactly how much damage Guardian does on turn 2. So there is a possibility that we just draw really, really bad, I guess. It's kind of hard to defend that, though. That argument. We have Brace to enter defensive at the very least. We have 2 strength. I'm still going to do it. I don't think we're going to die to this, and if I do, then, well, I'll analyze it and learn from it. Oh, look, a ruby. Okay, looks like we're going to be fine. As long as we get 18 damage next turn. 18? I guess 17. Or we could just draw all block. That's fine, too. We get 18 block. Oh, right, 36, because this is High Ascension. Okay, well. We take a lot here, but I think it's still fine. I don't want to enter defensive here. I would want to do that next turn. So, let's just play our highest damage. This is... We have 5 strength, so shivs are doing 9 damage. So this is actually 21 per energy. So we'll do it like this. And we easily eat through the defensive mode block. Alright, now we just gotta survive. I could enter defensive by taking damage. I think we're going to have to play Sentry Blast. We can weaken next turn, though. So we're going to take 4. And then we're going to take 6 HP damage. We're going to go down to 8. But I think we'll still be okay. Yeah, we enter defensive for next turn. As well. Yeah, I'm just going to get more block for next turn. That's a full block, in fact. Very nice. 3 strength next turn. I don't think that does enough. If not yet, there's Resilient Plate. So we can actually keep 2 strength next turn if I play Charge Up now. That's probably worth doing. Do I also want to get closer to defensive mode? I think I do. I also want the possibility of redrawing into this with our 3 strength. So I'm going to curl up a strike and play the other strike. Where'd that 8 block come from? Did I play a defend during that turn? I played charge up, that's right. That's fine. We can't play curl up or else we enter defensive for next turn. We don't want to do that. We're going to gain another temporary 3 strength. Oh, wow. Maybe we did want to do that. I forgot about Stone Calendar. Oh my fucking god. Okay, priming shot. Priming shot saved me? Holy shit. Okay. Stone Calendar, you almost betrayed me. We have a guaranteed block next turn. Or maybe it's a guaranteed kill. How much damage is this? 13 times 3? Not enough. But we can do this and not take damage. So now we just need 30 damage, or 20 blocks somehow. We have 30 damage. Okay. That was close. Although I guess if we had entered defensive, we might not have survived the turn after. I guess we'll never know. Construction form is back, huh? I feel like I'm taking this every run, but it keeps showing up, so... What are you going to do? Bobble Burst with a Resilient Plate. Again, the maximum we can reduce there is 2 of those debuffs, so stacking a bunch of dex or strength doesn't really work more than temporarily. I don't think we do body crash things. I think construction form is very good. That is my professional assessment. Body crash. Body Crash's upgrade is gain 8 block. So it does 3 more damage and gains 3 more block. We have some defense synergies, or just block synergies in general, with Apotheosis, Dexterity, and of course defensive mode. I think Instruction Form is just too good to pass, though. Interesting. So, definitely feel like we want energy here, between Construction Form, Multi-Beam, and just how the deck has been feeling in general up until now. I'm not sure it's Makeshift Battery. We don't do a lot of stasis stuff yet. Oh wait, hang on, what am I talking about? I have Gelatinous Cube. This is no downside for a long time. Yeah, a long time. There's a world in which we overdraw, but in that case, like, I probably messed up anyway. Yeah, I'm just gonna take this. This is gonna be pretty much free the entire way through Act 2. So I'm gonna take a break, but wow, that's a 4 elite path. But it has the super? When I come back from break, I'll fully think about this path. So I'll be right back in just a sec. Alright, we're back. Now we gotta figure out what we want to do this act. I was looking at the 4 elite route, but considering that has a super elite and, 4 elites is already pretty risky, maybe not. I am, however, seeing this, which trades off the super elite for campfire right before the first elite. Grabs us a shop mid-act. That is a lot of question marks. I never know how many fights I can take at the beginning of Act 2. Oh, I guess I could go through here instead. So I'm not forced to take a ton of question marks if I go this path. What about the right side of the map? That is a 3 campfire, 1 elite path. There's a 3 campfire, 2 elite path through here. It's not bad. We could also path off of this to the right and get 3 campfires, 2 elites again. So there are multiple options. I think committing to 5 fights over on the right side here is not a good idea. I think since we have construction form, we are somewhat equipped to take on more fights than usual. Question is how many more. We can get exactly 1 question mark, exactly 2 question marks, exactly 3 question marks, or exactly 4. So we can get any combination, but not necessarily from every path we start on. I can get 1, 3, or 4, but not 2. Get 2 or 3 this way. I guess we start here and then make a decision after this. Yeah, I don't know how else to evaluate this. Let's see how we do against these fights. You know, this is a very obvious weakness to me that I don't know how good I am at beginning of Act 2 with my deck. And it happens a lot. So I gotta figure out how to start evaluating that. But it's not easy. We're gonna be weak next turn, actually. I didn't even check. Okay, we do have a few attacks there. I do also have buffer, so no big deal whatever happens. Although it looks like we're gonna be able to just enter defensive with defend as well, and full block this anyway. And we don't care about the dazes. So that's nice. Alright, we did that pretty well. Construction form generally helps a lot, of course, but we didn't even use a buffer that fight. It looks like we do a lot of damage, even without any stacks on Broken Tooth. Thanks to Apotheosis and Strength gain. Let's see. What about Stasis? We have Curl Up, Incinerate, and Sentry Blast. I did say I wanted more Stasis stuff to make proper use of this Incinerate. Suspension and Planning are both generally good here. I still don't know if I want it though, either one of them. I would have to upgrade Suspension to be worth it, and well, I would have to upgrade Suspension in order to not get a dead draw during the turn. And planning has issues as well, being a dead draw itself for the turn. Also, there's a lot better stasis cards than planning. There is a time capacitor here, but we don't have enough stasis to support that. Suspension would very notably be another way to put multi-beam into stasis. I think that's a pretty good reason to take it, and just wait for the upgrade. And we can throw the Ruby in there. I know we were planning on putting it in the Twin Slam, but that opens up the possibility to do that instead. Or we could throw a Dex Gem in here. I think I'm going to go with Suspension. I'm not 100% convinced it's the right play, but okay. Mutagens to make turn 1 a little bit easier to get permanent buffs on is interesting. I don't think we need Jax with how our deck is scaling right now, with Construction Form and also the potential of Ruby Resilient Plate. And, you know, we can do Mutagen sometimes. Transform 2, too risky in my opinion. So, seeing that we took that combat pretty well, I'm somewhat tempted to go this way. I guess that also gives us the possibility of taking the 4 lead path. Actually, so does this. I think we want to take this no matter what. But if we want to go left, we're probably going to want to take more question marks anyway. Problem is the Super Elite. Super Elite is very scary in Act 2 because every buff works well with every elite. The buffs are Strength, Regen, Extra Max HP, and Metallicize. Strength makes Gremlin Leader even scarier. Strength makes the Slavers, affects all the Slavers, and Book of Stabbing has tons of multi-hits. Max HP, you want to kill Slavers fast, so Max HP makes that tougher. You need to scale up fast for Book of Stabbing, so Max HP makes that harder. And Gremlin Leader, that also makes the Gremlins harder to kill on turn 1, as well as making the fight take a bit longer, giving them more chances to do their multi-attack, the devastating multi-attack. And Regen and Metallicize are the same for Book of Stabbing as the Max HP. For Slavers, it's the AoE thing, in that they multiply that effect by 3. And Gremlin Leader, it's also the same as the Max HP. It makes it take a bit longer. And such a volatile fight is scary with more turns in play. So I don't know. I'm thinking that if we go this bailout option to the quote-unquote bailout option, the secondary option, towards the shop, we're going to want to take more fights for more gold anyway. So I think I'm going to go this way. If we are still very strong, then I will consider going left. We're going to have to take 2 hard pull fights, though, in order to know for sure. We'll see, though. Okay. You're going down. And I'm playing Curl Up and hoping it doesn't hit Gear Up. Good. For once, it did not. Oh, right. Cool. Let's see. 26, 29. No strength, unfortunately we can't kill this in 1 energy. So it looks like we are going to be taking a bit of damage. It's too bad they both did the single attack. I really wanted the Thorns to do something here. Alright, let's gain some permanent strength. Let's also start to get this one down. I guess we put Strike into stasis, because I want to create a 4 attack. Oh wait, I multi-beam next turn? Multi-beam with 2 strength, that's, I guess it's with the flying, it's only 4 damage. We could kill this one for next turn, though. Let's see if we draw it, actually. No? Okay. That's fine. Let's put this in, play gear up. Kill the front one, knock them both down, technically. And just end the fight. Time Bomb Plus. Ooh. More AoE is nice for draw consistency, especially against Slavers and Gremlin Leader. And this is upgraded, so that's already a lot of damage. Also, we have 4 energy. I think I will take this. Now I need to slow down my card intake, because I think we're already pretty strong. Especially with Apotheosis. How do we do this? Do we want to play Charge Up for next turn? I don't think we're anywhere near guaranteed that's going to help. So we're going to go like this. Okay. That was about half its HP, so that's pretty good. That custom 0 is nice. Might as well gain the brace here. Alright, looks like we're doing pretty good. Another ruby. Well, that works well in the suspension, but we haven't reached campfire yet. Repulsor? Repulsor does stack with the gelatinous cube, so we would actually draw 2 on the first slimed per turn. We'd also exhaust it, which is actually kind of good. Right now, gelatinous cube goes even on our draw, so like it's as if the slimes don't matter. But by the time we get to some future draws, we might draw too much. Especially if we're doing things with stasis. If we're strong enough right now, I might just take the repulsor. I've been punished for this before, but since we have makeshift battery, it actually has usage. And we have construction form. Good damage and block, thanks to Apotheosis. I think we can afford to take this. And depending on how we do in this fight, we may just go left. You know, I'm willing to take this risk, because even if we determine that we can't take this, we can still go right. I'm fine with giving up a campfire for the chance of getting this Burning Elite right now. I think the chance is worth taking. Resilient Plate turn 1 with the stuff. That's nice. I can suspend something and then bring it... Oh, not quite bring it out, because it's only 1 accelerate right now. Also use a potion. Kind of want to use it in the elite fights, though. Alright. Let's put... Priming Shot into stasis. And let's do this. Oh, right. That was another temp buff I could have kept. Okay, I gotta keep an eye out for that then. Yeah, I could have full blocked this turn. Well. Actually, I still can. Thanks to Priming Shot and Gear Up. Next turn may be a little bit harder, but we've got these guys pretty much down. We're doing a lot of damage. Actually, this is just a kill. Wow, I've never had it so good with the cultists. With Guardian anyway, I don't think. Amethyst. Amethyst and Twin Slam seems pretty good. And then we can still just put the Ruby in suspension. That seems fine to me. I don't usually like putting Ruby in Twin Slam anyway. This time it was just convenient because we have the Crystal Ship there already. But I still think this is better, adding defense to offense. Shield Charger... Nah. Alright, so now we're just going to run around with a couple unsocketed gems for a while, but we have good potions, so I'm not too worried. Alright, we're going to use Attack Potion turn 1 here. See if we can get a kill on something. Oh, wow. Giga Beam with 3 strength. That's 42 damage to all of them. However, we skip our next turn. What if suspension on Giga Beam for next turn, and we use Construction Form this turn to block 15? There's also, we could just take Fierce Bash, and it will permanently cost 0, I believe. Whenever it's put into stasis and all that. So every turn we're getting 18, 20, 22. That's a good consistent strategy. I think Giga Beam still outclasses it though. We just have to use it next turn. 42 damage is a lot. We don't have any way to mitigate more than... Actually, we do have a way to mitigate more than 15. We can do defend, gear up, curl up. It does mean that we don't play strike, though. Also, this does less damage next turn, I just realized. That's fine, I suppose. If we draw multi-beam, I think we just have a kill. This would be 36 plus 20 is 56. That doesn't kill this. Unless we also draw Sentry Blast or Ruby. There's a thought. We could also draw Apotheosis. I think that would do it. I don't know. We'll have to see. Do we greed 5 more HP? Or do we play the strike on something? Let's see. If we play the... we're not going to have 3 strength next turn, so that'll be 36. 36 and 9 is 45, so that's not even enough to kill anything. Alright, let's just do this then. Ooh, it hit the strike. Interesting. Oh, we also have Thorns, but that's still not enough. That's only 48. Oh, we're weakened now? I didn't even realize. Okay, but we got Apotheosis, Ruby, Giga Beam, Multi-Beam. Is that still enough? That is still enough. 36 plus... Ooh. 36 plus 18 is 54. But if we just play this for 2 energy, that's 48. That's enough to kill these 2, and then I can play strike on the middle one. I did not do it in order. Why do I make mistakes like these? No, you know what? I knew it was right. We're just gonna pretend that happened the way I planned it. This isn't super important to... I'm not playing this series to play perfectly on the first try. I'm playing it to... for other reasons. Pre-program. Yeah, I could see pre-program being good now, as well. Shield Spikes, Shield Charger. Don't think we need to do this yet. I don't think we need to take these, I mean. I'll take the pre-program, though. And we're gonna keep going. Let's see what we can make happen here. Okay, pre-program suspension time bomb. Very interesting. Ruby? also did that out of order. Okay. This saves us the most. And now we have a repulsor in play too, with gelatinous cubes, so these dazes will be beneficial to us. Or at least one of them will. Now we enter defensive. I'm also going to play Resilient Plate, since we don't have any temporary buffs in hand. Get rid of that debuff. I could play Construction Form. I don't think it's necessary here. Yeah, I really don't think it's necessary. Do I have an energy left? I forget. Okay. Overload Plus. Card draw to get to Apotheosis faster, I think, is worth it. Especially on 4 energy, and since it's already upgraded. The deck is getting bigger, like I said, but I think we're going to be okay. And yes, I'm going to take this, because we got Slavers first. So it's very possible that we're going to be just okay here. She attacked turn 1, interesting. 9 and 13 is 22. Looks like we're going to have a pretty easy fight. Alright. Let's do this first, see what we draw. We don't need to defend this turn, so let's do that. Alright. Now, Apotheosis. Sentry Blast does the least amount of damage. I don't think I want to play Time Bomb here. Do I want Charge Up? With Multi-Beam, Twin Slam, Priming Shot, and Summons coming in, I think yes, I do. I'll also play the Gear Up. It won't get us into defensive with Sentry Wave, which is fine. I just wanted to use the energy in a productive way. Right, we had one less draw. But that's fine, we still kill both of these right now. We have 5 strength, so the shivs will be doing 9 damage apiece. We could use Thorns to be efficient about our damage. It does mean we'll be weak and frail next turn, but we'll also have been in defensive mode, so worst case scenario we play Construction Form, best case scenario we play Resilient Plate Multi-Beam. So I think that's still fine. So 3 Thorns means we want to deal either 14 or 13 damage here. Or we could just do both. Do 15 here. No, that doesn't work. Okay, we're going to do Twin Slam. We're going to play these. Oh right, Priming Shot puts us into defensive. Excuse me. We have Defend next turn? Okay. Alright. Take care of him, Thorns. This will be 8 block if I play Resilient Plate. That's 23 out of 33. Yeah, that works. Let's do it. Because now we only have 1 buffer hit. put this in. We're one away from entering defensive. That's interesting. Get that out of the draw pile. I don't think we're looking for permanent buffs at this point, because we still have Construction Form in play. We're looking to kill Gremlin Leader as fast as possible. Actually, Time Bomb gets this. Okay, that's fine then. Let's just do it this. Oh, I should have put that in first. Alright. $18, $16, $19. Wow, big numbers. Could I kill next turn? We're gonna have 7 permanent strength next turn. We're guaranteed all 4 attacks, although we can only play 3 of them. If we get overload, if one of them is in the draw pile. So let's see, this is 36 plus 35 is 71. Minus 6 is 65. So 104 minus 65 is 39. The next turn we'll have 7 strength. So 39 minus 28. Yeah, we're definitely going to have enough. So let's just go for Gremlin Leader here. Goodbye. Oh, Stone Calendar too. Alright, this is going awesome. Ooh, Exploit Gems. I mean, that one's just a cantrip, so we should take it. Pick of Rhapsody. Pick of Rhapsody is back. And we have open gem slots. How many do we have? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we only have 2 gems, so we have 3 right now. So in theory, we could use Pick once to fill up 2 of those slots. With Resilient Plate, random gems get a lot better so long as they're not Sapphire. Tired of Sapphire. Pick of Rhapsody. Well, we have Apotheosis, so I guess we need something else to do at Fires. I'm not opposed to digging or mining for gems here if we're going to socket them in a couple floors. And I am going to socket these ones at the next fire already, so sure, let's make it happen. Obviously, since we have even though we have Apotheosis, we're still going to need a couple upgrades, but the number goes way down at this point. Alright, let's not take a bunch of damage in this fight, please. That helps quite a bit. Am I sure that doesn't enter defensive? Yes. Then we can only block for 5? Okay. That's a full block. We're doing a lot of damage. Let's just get this out of the draw pile. Let's put Defend in. And I guess we're just going to play Gear Up. Alright. And now Apotheosis Strike kills. That puts me in defensive, so I don't even have to play Resilient Plate. I can play Repulsor, which is great. And then we probably just get our kill here. Yep. Boss Potion. Alright, we're going to have to choose a potion as well. Well, there's an Emerald. That would be our third... that would be our third gem if we count. We have 3 open gem slots. I'm counting this as being 2, so this would be our third gem to fill up every slot. We don't need either of these. I think having a second Emerald is perfect because we want Resilient Plate for dex scaling. So I will take this. Now, Boss Potion. I think it is a good idea to get rid of one of these. For the simple reason that both of these require you to have already drawn a good card to use on them. So if we don't draw a good card in time, Boss Potion, we're going to be in trouble. I don't know which one of these is better. They're very similar because you play a certain card an additional time. This lets you play a power an additional time, so something like Construction Form would be great. Or Multi-Beam would be great. Those would both be things that Dupe Potion would uniquely do that Liquid Memories couldn't. But Liquid Memories can spread out stuff over multiple turns. I think we're more likely to have an emergency early in a fight than later, so I'm going to exchange this. Alright, we're back to Slavers. And I am going to use the Boss Potion again. Please give me a Tama Beam. We got a Tama Beam. Awesome. Is that one I actually want? That's 31 damage to everyone. I could also do You Are Mine. Although 3 turns may not actually be enough to kill here. I also didn't draw a card yet. Let's see, You Are Mine saves me 2 for 8 damage this turn. 8 out of the incoming 29, so I take 21. Actually, with Amethyst, that goes down to 2 to 3, so down to 7. And we only take 29 minus 13, 16. So slightly better. With Defend, that's 11. I could also just use Dupe Potion, Atama Beam, and I think that just wins the fight outright. That may be the smartest move. I think with that possibility, I take Atama Beam, we draw a card to see if I need to use the potion or not. We do also have Pouring Cleat next turn, so if I can block this turn, I think we just play the fight out. I think You Are Mine. I think we take too long to set up. We need to kill fast. So let's see. Exploit Gems, draws a Ruby. It's 33 damage. These are 13 apiece. Those are... So this can kill 1. It's 46, 59. So I can kill any of them of my choice. And then, if I go for this back guy, I only take 6 damage. That's pretty reasonable not to use the Dupe Potion. Because again, we have Pouring Cleat. Yeah, let's just, let's just play this one normally so that we still have this for our last elite fight. Actually, it can be either one of these. I forgot that this was here. And I guess we put Repulsor in and play Gear Up. Okay. I guess resting is also a viable option when you have Apotheosis, huh? Can we kill this? Yes, we can. Don't even need to play Defend here, so the 3 energy is not a problem. Oh yeah. Defensive mode makes it really not a problem. We're going to have a lot of statuses if we manage to redraw. I think this is an Overload turn. That gets rid of the Weaken. We play Apotheosis, Sentry Blast, Time Bomb. Cool. Deck is Washers. Love this. You know, I already like this as a alternate Bag of Prep before the rework, but now I feel like this has gotten a buff from this. You only get one card, extra card on turn 1, but turn 2 and turn 3, like the level of consistency is completely unmatched. And you don't even have a daze in the draw pile anymore. It's unclear why Deca collects these. It's unclear why there's no more days. Also, paired up with our Bag of Prep and our Bronze Gear, we're going to have 9 cards on turn 1. So it looks like we're not taking Snecko this run. Just kidding, I would still think about it. I think we skip these. We have more than enough damage to not take another setup card like Orb Walk, and these are both commons. Alright, we finally got here. Let's socket some gems. Amethyst, I think, still is the best in Twin Slam out of everything we have here. Multiplied Effect makes it better against single attacks, but also extremely effective against multi-attacks. So I like putting it in Twin Slam. Ruby, I think, actually can go in any of these, can't it? 3 zero-cost cards, all prime setup cards. Good for temporary buffs. I don't really want to have to go through another fight with loose gems, but it may be correct to do so. And then, just like our, spoilers, just like our last run, I believe, we mine and then see what we get and then make an informed decision on what to socket and how. Also, I think we do go left and then take the question mark. I was looking to see if we even went to a shop this act, but no, that was the bailout path. We have a lot of gold. Can we survive? We have a block potion, although I might want to use that on the boss fight instead. We did just survive with the loose amethyst. So we'd be adding 2 more gems to that because we just picked up an emerald. So I think Book of Stabbing would be... No, I think both of the two are scarier with extra gems. So as far as socketing gear goes, what are the other good options here? Pre-program and suspension would actually both like amber. Those would both pair very well with amber. Let's see, the gems are Temp Strength, Temp Dex, then Temp Thorns, Brace, then there's Accelerate, Card Draw, Ward, Accelerate, Card Draw, Ward. There's Amethyst for enemy strength down. There's Garnet for vulnerable. And what's the other one? The Shiv, right. And then there's Citrine and Onyx for energy and debuff reduction. So debuff reduction works very well in exploit gems. But we can upgrade exploit gems to have that third slot. We can throw both strength and dex in there. And with the card draw, that card draw makes that even better setup card than usual. So if we put both strength and dex into exploit gems, that still leaves room for the Onyx to go in there. It leaves room for a Citrine to go in there, which is also a great combo with exploit gems. And then these two are open to have something like Amber or Quartz attached to them. Okay, I think that's our move then. This is the better card, though, than these. So by putting the gems in here, I'm making one of my best cards better rather than making one of my worst cards better. But I still think that's correct. After we mine gems, we'll be able to make these better anyways, and we'll upgrade this in case we'll upgrade that once, if we get a good gem to go with it. And you know, both of those good gems, Citrine and Onyx, I listed for exploit gems. We can find that after the boss. So I don't mind that so much. Alright, I'm going to do this. That way we don't have to worry about the gems. We'll just have to worry about these two that we get here. Emerald Tourmaline. I do feel like this is affected by rarity, because that's the second time we've had some very mediocre results. Anyway, I think I'm going to go left here. I think we're very likely to take the question mark on a route. If we go right, it's guaranteed. If we go left, we might be low enough to have to take it. And if so, I think it would very much benefit us to take the fight first so that we're more informed to take on what decision to make here. For example, Forgotten Altar, the one that takes away HP or gives you a curse. And we might be forced into a curse. Alright, main thing about Book of Stabbing is that Construction Form is not usually very good against it, with all of its multi-attacking. However, we do have Dupe Potion, so it may actually be possible, or we could use Block Potion with Defend. Regardless, we're playing Tourmaline. Both of those are good potions against Automaton, though. Like, Dupe Potion, Construction Form especially, I think would just win that fight. So maybe we take the Block Potion, Defend, Construction Form route. Especially because this thing can still drill through all of our buffers very quickly if we're unlucky. This is kind of slow scaling anyway, we want Apotheosis. Alright, let's do the Block Potion strat. Hopefully Horn Creek will help enough next turn. Alright, just need... Oh, Twin Slam will absolutely do it. In fact, I think that solves it by itself. Yes, all enemies lose 4 strength, taking it to 3 times 3. Okay, do I want to do anything else first? No. And I wish I had Shuriken. Do I enter defensive for next turn? No. Okay, that's still fine. We have a buffer for the big hit in case we can't block it, which is pretty likely. But we can still enter defensive. Because now Sentry Wave, the Resilient Plate, does enough. Doesn't do enough to block, though. Oh, yes it does. This is 10, 18, and then we also weaken. Okay. So, no Overload this turn, but we have... Did I say 16? I meant 18. Because I did my math wrong. It's not 2/3, it's 3/4. Anyways. Let's get Repulsor out of the draw pile so that we can shuffle. I'm also going to do this. I'm going to see if I can shuffle back to Incinerate. In fact, let's just play every... No, we want to be able to play the card we draw here. Oh, we redrew Exploit Gems. Awesome. So now we have just a ton of dexterity and strength. To block this hit, apparently. And nothing else. 7 times 6. Getting a bit scary, but otherwise I think we'll be okay. So we have this, and that. Wow. 4-lead path. Wasn't even a problem. Although I do think that our potions helped quite a bit. Well, there's an Aquamarine, but now it's a bit too late, huh? Or maybe it's not. With our temporary dexterity, it may actually be a good gem to take here. Maybe I shouldn't have taken Pick. Although, I would have no way of knowing if this is affected by rarity or not, other than our last run. And I guess if I took a look at our previous runs, but I haven't done that in a while. We don't need Floating Orbs for damage. It could sometimes help to have Aquamarine, but probably help more than the Tourmaline. We might just remove that. It's such a bad gem to hit for this. I don't think even Permanent Thorns is worth it. We're doing a lot of damage with attacks already. So would it be better to just put Emerald in suspension so when it upgrades it still draws a card, and then put the Ward in pre-program for a little bit more safety? I think that's actually a decent play. I really just don't like the Thorns. It might not be worth it to remove that over like a strike or something, though. Nah. Alright. We could still take a fight. Is that better than a question mark? How many hit points do I need for Automaton? I guess with Dupe Potion Construction Form, maybe not that much, but there's always a chance we whiff. Oh wait, not as much. We have Horncleat on turn 2, which is when Automaton is guaranteed to attack. And then we're safe on turns 1 and 3, relatively. So maybe we do take another fight. Although I could just end up taking that, get Avocado Rat or Snake Plant, take a bunch of damage turn 1, and then regret everything. But I do have 8 cards drawn for my draw pile plus Gear Up, so it has made it kind of hard to hurt me. We also now have Tricky's Bolster Rod for even more safety, as well as strength. Screw it, let's go for a fight. Oh, it's these guys again. It's good. Maybe we can get another potion. Whoa. This upgrades by 2, right? So this is 48 now. It'll go to 42 after the upgrade. Time Bomb also does... So wait, this is 49. That's a lot of damage. Right, Time Bomb has that extra oomph. Forgot about that. Another gem, but I probably would not have taken that with these remaining sockets anyway. We did not get a potion. Got offered another card reward, but it wasn't anything. Okay, so I guess we just took a dead floor. Oh, no, we got some gold. Anyway. I'm going to throw Emerald into suspension, excuse me. Yeah. So that when that upgrades, it will give me a better chance of blocking, as well as getting Resilient Plate. And Tourmaline, we're just going to get rid of it. Alright. So now what? I guess we upgrade Suspension. If we upgrade Exploit Gems, just in case we get a good gem from the boss, it's still going to be several floors before we can socket it, so I think we might as well just wait. Because we could just not get one, you know? Upgrading Suspension means that even before Apotheosis comes into play, it will still draw a card, which means it's not a dead draw. I think that's important. So I am going to do that here. I need to remind myself to ask about Pick of Rhapsody. Alright, so I did get Suspension. We got Resilient Plate, but I don't really want to use it now because we don't have Apotheosis yet. But that being said, it is turn 1. And we have Dexterity, so we're gaining permanent Dex, and we're getting permanent Strength from it. So maybe not that bad. Oh wow. Okay, what do we want to do here? Repulsor? Get Repulsor into play for the second draw, rather than scale up Multi-Beam by 1 damage. I think that makes sense. Then we do Resilient Plate Construction Form Sentry Blast. Yeah, okay. Alright. I think we're going to be just fine this fight. Oh yeah, I was going to maybe do Dupe Potion on that. Oh well. That's fine. So now we block most of this. What are they taking? They're taking Overload and Pre-Program? Interesting. I have to lose a buffer here? No, I can enter defensive. It's just not amazing. Don't really want to have to do that. But I guess it's better to keep the buffers. I'm not convinced that it is, actually. We can't weaken this. It has a artifact. I guess we should still like try to get it down. Twin Slam will strip the rest of it. Yeah, it's not like this is doing anything else. Oh, Time Bomb. Time Bomb accelerates that now. That was a mistake, I guess? Maybe we just don't play Time Bomb then. We have 10 strength, so this is actually doing 38, I believe. That's a lot of strength. Oh, we just braced for 2. Okay, well, doing priming shot will put us into defensive then. I'm fine with that. Let's keep the buffer. That can be better used in later stages of the fight anyways. This is 38-58. Okay. Exactly on the right one. This is very nice. Took my overload, of course. $16-13-16-13 is 58 again. Yeah, 58 again. So we could just kill this now. I kind of want to get this out next turn for charge up, so that we keep another strength, I suppose, as well as have card draw next turn when it's kind of relevant. So how close can we get without killing this? We could swap out. I guess the best we can do is swapping out those two 13s for the 16. We do 48, leaving it at 8. We are gaining 4 strength next turn, though. So that makes these cards like 20. It makes our strikes, let's see, 22. So at 44, how can we get that? 13, 13, 16 is 42. I want 24 then? I guess I could play pre-program, but yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do 16, 16, 13, 13, 16 here. We'll play charge up. We'll play gear up on... Sorry, we'll play curl up on... I suppose gear up to make it cheaper, because in 2 turns these won't matter. And we'll use thorns to get the rest of the damage. Actually, 10 was already within range, wasn't it? I think I did my math wrong somewhere. It's alright, though. Alright, so now we can weaken that. We can't enter defensive. I guess that's by design, kind of. Overload plus is added to your hand. You know what? Let's actually full block this if we can. Okay. So I think we want to suspend multi-beam for next turn. When we have a lot more stuff available. Or I could just time bomb it. Since we have crazy amounts of strength right now. This is turn 4, by the way. We have 15 strength on turn 4. Incinerate? No. No, we're just going to block this and grab some more thorns, I suppose. Okay. Now we want to re-enter defensive. Which thankfully we can do very, very easily. In fact, I can even put multi-beam back into stasis again. Actually, we may not even need defensive mode. We have buffer. Although we do have Sentry Wave here. We only need 13 block. It's doable. Let's see what we draw. So this is 58, right? So that goes down to 54, which with weaken is 14, so 40. If we play Twin Slam twice, we only need a defend of any kind, I suppose. Yep, that works. You just put put multi-beam back again. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna have so much damage next turn. Yeah, we have 120 damage this turn. Stone Calendar was even there. So no gem. Sad. Stasis Engine. I don't think we're actually doing enough zero-cost stuff still. We have these, and we have... Oh, you know what? We have these Sentry Blast and other stasis stuff. So it's possible we could get this to go off. You know, the faster we get through our cards, the better. Although maybe it's time for Revenge Protocol. Maybe it's time to lean a bit more into the defense. We already have some dexterity scaling. We have 3 dexterity gems, in fact, to use with Resilient Plate and our Overload Plus. But leaning a little bit more into the brace side of things may help supplement our block in the late game fights. It'll hurt against Awakened One, though. That's something you always have to keep in mind, going up the Spire. So would Stasis Engine, though, I suppose. Actually, Stasis Engine would be better against Awakened One because you get more cards in a turn. So that kind of counteracts the extra strength he gets from that. It could also be Speed Boost. Maybe it's just Speed Boost. I noticed that we were having a little bit too much stasis. Like we were fighting for room a little bit, so having some Accelerate may actually be better. I don't think there's any better sources of Accelerate than this, surprisingly, even though I would like this to be 0 cost. Our other options are Incinerate, Time Bomb, Time Sifter. But this is the best against Awakened One, and it helps with our stasis problems. You know what? I'm going to take it. Let's see what we get here. Pandora's Box in Act 2 with 8 strikes in defense. Fusion Hammer with Apotheosis Plus. Sheesh. Well, it's not Pyramid. We already have enough draw to not need a Pyramid here. As well as Stasis, even. So do we need a 5th energy? Or do we want to risk on transforms? I think we'd rather just have a 5th energy between construction, just with construction form in the mix, as well as all of our card draw and our X cost. Yeah, we are still energy hungry. Just for fun, though, I kind of want to take this and show it off. But I could just make a save file instead. You know what? I'll do both. Let's see what this is, then I'll save and quit and take Fusion Hammer. Oh my gosh. That's so many temporary buffs. Future Plans is a lot of stasis, shield chargers here, Piercing Hide, Guardian Whirl. That's a really funny setup. I think overall that does remove a couple cards because of the gems. We can throw quartz into... we could throw quartz into exploit gems. We could throw the rubies into Ancient Power and Piercing Hide, and that gets rid of 3 cards, so that's basically 3 card removes. So yeah, that would have been nice. But, again, I still would have... I think we could have made this work, maybe. I still think the extra energy is more powerful, and it's not like I would have taken this if it was more powerful anyway. That's a cool one, though. I'll make a save file for that, in case you want to play that. So... And I want to take a break anyway, so I'll be back in a sec. Alright. We now have Fusion Hammer. And we're going to Act 3. And hopefully to Act 4. First boss is Donu Deka. Interesting. Still want to take as many elites as possible, Although I still have to watch out for how well I can take these elites. Always have to check on that. First thing I check on Act 3 is my AoE. I have Time Bomb and Multi-Beam, so I'm pretty good in that department. As far as scaling goes, I have plenty of strength, as well as attack cards for damage, so Giant Head won't be too much of a problem. Consistent block and controlled damage also I think is pretty good for Nemesis. So I think we're good to take all of these. I'm not nervous. Shop, huh? Double shop? Double shop's not terrible. This is... I guess I could go either way here if I want to just take the one. And since there's a guaranteed shop in Act 4, I may be more inclined to just take one. Because otherwise this might just be a dead floor. So if I ignore this right path and go down this middle left one, I guess I take 4 hallway fights and a question mark, no matter which way I go. This is also a thing, huh? That is no shops, and we want shops. Am I absolutely certain? Let's say I take these 2 and a question mark. That's another 30 gold on average, so I'm at 548. Let's say I spend like... That's like around 550. Let's say I spend 375 here. Because I do kind of approach the 400 mark with this much gold usually. So 375, that leaves 175 left. We're gonna reach here with about 205. That's not bad. But then we go through here. We have another 75 gold for Act 4 shop. Yeah, we don't need that. The only reason I would take these 2 is if this first shop whiffs. That's a policy that I've been doing for several episodes. I think more than several episodes at this point. But I haven't whiffed a shop in a long time. And like I said, we still have the Act 4 shop regardless. So I think worst case scenario, we just card remove at the shop. And then we just head to Act 4 with all the rest of our gold and maybe be able to spend it there. We could also get a random shop in a question mark. Alright, I'm gonna go with this. Recently I haven't been punished for taking multiple shops. Maybe that's not a reason to take just one, though. Maybe I should still be taking 2 to shore up the worst case scenario. Maybe I should be taking this path because there's more question marks as well. More chances at those rare relics. These are all good questions. I mean, we're doing pretty good already. I don't know how that affects our shop choices per se, but maybe I shouldn't be too worried about how things are going right now. Taking Fusion Hammer wasn't a mistake, right? We have Apotheosis, we got Suspension upgraded. Oh, I guess that means we can't upgrade Exploit gems in case we find a better gem for it. But we didn't find a Citrine or an Onyx at the boss anyway, so no big deal, I suppose. If we find one later, I guess we could just ignore it, or we could hope for some kind of upgrade shrine. I don't know, it kind of hurts to miss out on a good shop. I'm just gonna go this way. I don't know which is correct. So this is 50 damage, huh? That makes it 60. We can get this one, and then what? We did draw a few attacks this turn. We are gonna have to deal with these guys. How much do they block for again? Like 9? Actually, I think it's more than 10. Regardless, I'm getting this down to 4 and this to 9. So they might be within range for a kill. That being said, I don't have any more strength from Broken Tooth since the act reset. So I'd have to kill them with just the raw damage from strikes and Twin Slam. And I guess Apotheosis. Oh, Time Bomb also exists. Well, it's not like I have any better way to prevent damage next turn, unless I kill one of them now. I can't enter defensive unless I play some cards that draw with Overload. I could do put Sentry Beam, but I don't think that's necessary. Let's just play this. Alright, how much do they block for? Remind me. 12. Okay. I thought that sounded like a weird number, but apparently it's correct. So this is 22 damage. Oh wait, we have 5 energy now, we can just play this. So this is 22. I guess I should have done this first to upgrade the shivs. Anyway, 22 plus 18 is 40. I believe that is enough to kill both. Yep, awesome. There's Amber. Well, I guess it's a good thing that we, well, actually, no. That has nothing to do with Fusion Hammer. If we hadn't used the pick, then I could have taken the Amber and still socketed it. Polybeam is good with the amount of strength we have, but I don't think we need it. We are already doing quite a bit of damage. Or are we? Yeah, we are. We gain a lot of strength really fast. At least so long as we fight elites. I'm just now realizing this isn't amazing for Act 4. We're only going to ever get one elite out of that act. So, we can't keep buffers from construction form here, unfortunately. Shiv's upgrade to 6 damage. So, actually we have Bolster Rod. So this gives us 6 block. That plus a defend. Yeah, that will do that. Okay, we'll just get that out next turn. We'll play. We might play. What do you call it with it? Resilient Plate. Oh, multi-beam. Okay. There's no spiker, so goodbye. Ooze Infused Drink. Not the greatest potion. A second Sentry Blast. I don't think so. We do not have enough room in stasis for the second one. Is it worth it for having weak consistently every turn? I don't think so. It still takes time to come online. And then once we get to Heart's second cycle, it'll have Artifact. So, no. Interesting. Alright, well we have Speed Boost in hand, so whatever we get here, we can pull out immediately. Except for that. I guess having it next turn for free isn't so bad. We can still do this and then play Speed Boost. Get it down to 1 turn. Play it next turn. Especially with all 3 of them buffing, that might be a good idea. Sure. I could have also taken the exploit gems and then accelerated that out, played the Resilient Plate for 2 permanent strength and dex. I think this is still fine though. Playing this for 0 energy is very strong. So let's see. Go for the one in front, I suppose. We're gonna keep 2 strength and 2 thorns. I guess I could also prepare defensive mode. That seems like a good idea. Alright, here we go. I'm just not realizing I can't kill this, so maybe it was better to keep the defend and put this into stasis. How much is this? 51 plus 5, 56? Wow. We blocked for 54. That's pretty impressive. We lose a buffer, but still. Get that dex before we play the overload. And then just kill everything anyway. And then just kill everything anyway. Boss Potion. I will absolutely drop Ooze Infused Drink for that. I don't know for a fact how powerful Ooze Infused Drink is, but I did go over the zero costs in Guardian's Kit, and they're not amazing. Ooze Infused Drink does not feel amazing as a potion. It can do things sometimes, but doesn't feel like it's often. It's a very late gem finder. It's probably the weirdest gem finder I've ever seen. Every socket is filled. Ah, we did get Mind Bloom. Interesting. I think even if we had gone this direction, I still wouldn't take the double normality. We play too many cards to want to carry those around. Although the double shop, I suppose, might have been worth it, with just one elite in between. Well, I'll take the rare relic. A chance at good stuff is about the same either way, right? Because we have a chance at getting a good rare relic. We also have a chance of getting good stuff at the shop, so... Oh, interesting. Well, I don't have any way to save this, so I guess I just play this. And I don't want to incinerate the Sentry Blast. Twin Slam does more damage anyway, so... I want to be able to play the Weaken next turn against this 6x6 attack. Why did it say 4x6 at first? Oh, right, because of Twin Slam. I was like, I don't have any other sources of Weaken. It's very strange. What else can we do? Let's pre-program. Pre-program multi-beam. I want to accelerate something out with speed boost. This is one charge, and then the other two will be a one-cost card. So... But I'm going to use Curl Up. So is it Priming Shot then? Could be Priming Shot to enter defensive with Curl Up. For just one energy. I guess two if you count Speed Boost. I want to Curl Up Resilient Plate. So that I can Time Bomb it out and keep two of the strength from Charge Up this turn. That's my plan. Play this on this. Alright. It was a very carefully thought out turn for a not very threatening boss. I do want to play these other cards in hand, so I think I'm just going to put Multi-Beam into stasis. Oh, wait. Yeah, so about that. Guess I'm just playing it. It's fine too. Still does a lot of damage. This is one away from entering defensive, but we have Sentry Wave? Okay. Sounds good to me. I can also just Twin Slam this. And we're hopefully going to kill this next turn. Alright, Cool. Peace Pipe. Oh boy. I was wondering if I would get something like Guria. I forgot Peace Pipe existed. I guess I also forgot Shovel existed. Ooze Infused Drink is back. No. Ancient Power's interesting. At this point, I just want another Resilient Plate. That's what I really want. I have enough temporary buffs, right? Well, maybe. I don't think I want to take this one. Not unless I had another Resilient Plate. Or I guess even an Onyx. Would I take an Onyx? I don't know, maybe. Maybe there's a chance I would. Even as a unsocketed card. Just on the off chance we get an upgrade shrine or something. But even so, more chances to reduce debuffs. I know we also have Overload, but I don't think that's enough. I'm gonna skip these. Alright, we got our Peace Pipe, we'll be happy with that. Okay, Transient. Not my favorite. I have 3 strength this turn, so this is a total of 34 damage. And we get 6 block from Bolster Rod at the very least, and that's before the strength we get from this, so I'm just gonna play this. And this is also going to be a charge up for next turn. Apotheosis time. Do I want a Sentry Blast Time Bomb? How much damage is this? 31. Actually, this is 34 total because of 3 strength. So this benefits from an additional time. This also does a lot of damage. Okay, let's just do the damage normally then, so that we can weaken next turn if we need it. Construction Form? Probably just gonna end up using Construction Form this turn. Yeah. Did I play a Dexterity card there? I played Exploit Gems, yes. I drew all of my Dex cards on the turn with Resilient Plate. I guess that's good. Let's suspend something here. This is 10, 20. Best we can do is 10 block this turn. Let's do this. Let's do this play. Oh wait, we're entering defensive with Sentry Wave. I might not want to do that. Screw it. We only have a couple turns left. I'll just play this now. So now I need to block 2 turns, and then the buffer will take care of the rest. So let's reprogram first before we draw anything. Okay, so we'll draw through the Slimed. That's fine. I want to get the Incinerate, I think. But I also want to play the Overload, I suppose. So let's put something into stasis that I want to use this turn. I guess the Twin Slam. For sure. Strikes are doing more than defense right now. Even with another 2 decks in just a second. Yeah. Oh wait, no, Exploit Gem still does stuff. What's coming up again? I forget. Doesn't matter though, we have way more than enough energy for this turn. So we can play Charge Up for next turn, and I guess Priming Shot for some extra brace. I guess I could have also gotten rid of a Slimed, but I have Repulsor. Is this already the second draw? I'm like trying to figure out why I have Slimes in my draw pile already. This is 80 damage, which is perfect. Wow. means we can just hit the buffer this turn. But let's see what we can do here, just this once. A full block. Cool. There's Amber again. So if we had not mined, we would have Amber in both of these stasis things. Wow. Of course, that's all hindsight, but still. Really does make me feel bad about this pick. Even better, we got another chest coming up to see what we missed out on. To give us even more regrets. I'm not mining. We're gonna toke. Question is, what do we toke? Probably just gonna be a strike. I think with our dexterity scaling, we want to keep our defense. And toking strikes actually makes room for potential multi-attack of some kind. I would take a Walker Claw at this point. We have more than enough energy to take a Walker Claw. I did not know we would have this many card removes, so I don't regret not taking Polybeam. I think it was the right decision at the time. But now I would like one. Alright, Nemesis, what do you got? Because I got a Repulsor. And a Gelatinous Cube. I probably want to play this in Resilient Plate this turn. So what do I want to put into Stasis? Curl Up, I guess? Makes sense. Multi-Beam goes into Stasis. Then I'll play Resilient Plate. And Strength doesn't matter next turn, so let's just play either a Strike or Gear Up. It's probably wiser to play the Gear Up. We're probably going through our draw pile so fast because of all our draw. Because there's only 10 cards in our draw pile. What the heck? How is that right? Oh, because I played Overload. 10 damage or Gear Up. $10 damage. It's 5% of its HP. Apotheosis Gear Up Construction Form full blocks this turn. So let's do it. And I'll just play this because why not? Do I want to draw another card? Yes. Multi-beam back into stasis. This is next turn is an intangible turn again, so maybe not. I do want to do Twin Slam this turn. I guess we can keep putting it into stasis. I don't know. We have Curl Up this turn, unfortunately. I don't need Defend this turn, let's do that. Because Twin Slam will take care of the multi-attack here. 3 times 3, plus 2 burns, that's 13 exactly. And I want to keep this way. So I'm going to do... Yeah. We are going to get rid of a slime. No big attack yet. I have no way to put this back into stasis right now. So that's just how it is. I have Incinerate next turn, so I can just put the other card into stasis. Priming shot. We'll do charge up, and I guess we'll play this strike for 1 damage. And hopefully we're going to kill this turn. We have a lot of strength. Oh yeah, we absolutely have a kill this turn. Look at this damage. We are way too strong to be playing Guardian right now. Sundial is interesting. Prismatic Barrier. Wait, the second Resilient Plate, it's here. I don't need a laser turret. Give me Resilient Plate. Let's go. Oh, it's Grimforge now. Okay, so all of those ambers I got. Yeah, just could still have taken them. First things first, we're going to transmute a strike here. We're going to see what gem we get, and then we're probably going to just replace whatever. We're going to probably replace this Thorns gem and pre-program with whatever we get. Please give me something good. A Quartz. That's absolutely perfect. I think that's probably the single best gem you can put in pre-program. Simply because you get to choose what to draw. Well, out of 2 cards. Destroy all gems in a socketed card. That's going to be pre-program. Add a gem to a socket, Quartz and pre-program. And we are not destroying a card to get its gems. So this isn't an upgrade event, but I still think it went pretty well. Alright, what do we miss? Bronze Scales? That's pretty useful. Does kind of hurt to miss out on that for the heart, but hey, I think we'll still be okay. If it was something a lot better, I'd feel a lot worse. These are some good relics. There's a Polybeam on sale. Very nice. Dark Shackles. That reminds me, I need to remind myself not to play this on a buff turn against the heart, because of the accidental strength gain. Centennial Puzzle is amazing. We'll just keep adding to our draw. Secret Technique. Secret Technique for another chance at Apotheosis is funny. How many attacks do we have? Despite us going into Dexterity, we do not have many attacks. Twin Slam's pretty good. Sentry Blast, I guess, is also good. I guess that makes Kunai viable. We're always doing card remove here. So, another strike. I'm going to buy the Polybeam, because I did want that. Is the Vent Steam worth it? That's a very good question. It's vulnerable, but we're already doing a lot of damage. I could try mining again for gems for this. That's how I feel about that. Not convinced. Very notably, we can't take Secret Technique and Kunai. Also, there is a possibility we get stuff in Act 4. And I don't know we get Kunai frequently enough or consistently enough for it to make a difference in the heart. So I don't think we take that. Secret Technique, however, I mean, we have so much draw, but would that even make a difference? We get Apotheosis quickly, we could get Overload quickly, I suppose. When upgraded by Apotheosis, it also doesn't exhaust, so we can use it every draw. That could be useful. I've been betrayed by Secret Technique before. Like, if I don't draw it early, then it just is bad. It's a question of how early I want Apotheosis. I guess the answer is pretty early, because it is still a lot of strength and dex for us. Alright. I could also buy Dark Shackles, but I don't think I have enough debuffs to counteract the Heart's artifact. I would have to draw it on the same turn as Twin Slam on turn 4 or 5. No, 5 or 6, depending on when the multi-attack even comes in the first place. Also, we have 5 energy, but we have a lot of draw, too. I'm going to save my gold for Act 4. That's what I'm going to go with. There's Apotheosis. Suspension. I'll do it on Resilient Plate, because we have an Incinerate. Alright. Oh, we're in defensive mode already. Interesting. Well, that was a lot of block for nothing. Still can't believe this fight. It's so weird. I did have a recent run as a different modded character that actually died to the Maw because it was taking too long to deal damage. That was certainly an interesting experience. Suspension. I would like suspension. Just put the multi-beam back. Draw. Secret technique. Use on Resilient Plate. I don't know which one that was. That gets rid of a lot of debuffs, actually. We'll play the Repulsor since we've already shuffled. Yeah. This is 60 damage. Do a little bit better. I'm not regretting the speed boost take. I think it's doing its job. Skip these, despite Time Bomb being here. Okay. So we drew both of our AoE turn 1, which is not ideal. But we can put multi-beam back into stasis. I think very notably what we want to do is play Time Bomb first. This will kill both of these. Now we use Suspension on multi-beam and play Resilient Plate. There we go. Only problem is Polybeam. We drew Polybeam and are not able to play it. That's how it goes sometimes. Do we want to just keep this for next turn? Can we do that? I kind of want to play Construction Form, but might not be able to. Suppose we have something going for us next turn. We can play multi-beam for 1 energy here. This has 9 HP, this has 8. We draw Twin Slam with some frequency. Maybe it's not enough frequency, though. Now let's just make sure these die. We don't need construction form yet. Actually, let's do pre-program. We can just figure out for sure. Okay, so we do draw Twin Slam 100% of the time. Next turn I can also use Secret Technique Overload. Okay. So 7 strength means that shivs are doing 11 damage apiece. Kill these first. I don't just have a way to do 20 damage, do I? Doesn't look like it. Looks like we have to just block here, but I can do this, at least. No repulsor, but that's okay. Resilient plate? Yes. And it looks like multi-beam's going to be here as well for 80 damage. Nice. Got a strawberry. We have not yet needed a block potion for a bit. Should we take a second overload? I don't think so. It's well, we have Apotheosis and we have 2 resilient plates. The extra card draw could be really good in the heart. Alright, fine, I'll take it. Block potion. I don't know, could be good against Donodeka. Boss Potion is general kind of value. It gives you decent damage. I don't think it gives you a lot of long-term scaling. Most of the time, it doesn't give you a lot of front load either. It gives you kind of mid-fight value. Not sure which is better. I think Dupe Pod is really, really good for construction form. But past that, I'm not sure. I guess if we draw construction form against the heart and we somehow keep the potions, I would want the block potion to guarantee that we don't lose the buffers. That might just go in general too, so let's do that. We have 1 strike left. I could recall here. I think since we just fought Repto though, I am going to get rid of the strike. And then I guess in Act 4 we figure out something else to do. It's not going to be mine, that's for sure. Or we could just recall now. Just in case we somehow need to rest before the boss? Sure. Let's do it like that. Alright, Giant Head it is. Let's do this. We have enough to block here with Repulsor Defend. Let's put Priming Shot in then. Here's Resilient Plate. Let's discount Construction Form. Let's play Repulsor, Resilient Plate, Speed Boost, Defend, Priming Shot. No Overload this time, but that's okay. Secret Technique. Oh. Really? All those attacks in the draw pile? Okay. Do it like this then. I will incinerate construction form out. Then I will play Resilient Plate. Then I'll play Curl up to get multi-beam and stasis for next turn. Since we know we're not being attacked, this is the second turn in a row. Yes, this is turn 2. Couldn't remember if this is turn 1 or turn 2 because the deck goes very fast. I gotta hand it to debuff reduction lovers. When you hit hard. Because it's turn 3, we have 6 strength and 4 dexterity. That's pretty ridiculous. Let's do this. Quickly time bomb. I'm in defensive already? Okay. Let's put this in. Let's play Resilient Plate. Let's incinerate. Reprogram. What's our draw looking like? It's pretty good. We don't really need a priming shot. Well, actually, how close does that get us to defensive mode? 10 plus 15 plus 2 next turn is 27. So not quite close enough. We don't have any more brace in the draw pile. Actually, Resilient Plate is. Never mind. I don't know what to put into stasis. I suppose with the speed boost we could put pretty much anything in. Or I could just keep it for later. You know what, let's put an overload in since I have 2 coming up. Oh. Well, I guess I get to do it now. Then we'll enter next turn. $27, huh? $34? That's more like it. Let's even do this. Yep. Meat on the bone. That's probably not going to do anything. A third Resilient Plate. More defensive mode? More defensive mode, more debuffs. There's still a chance 2 can whiff. I don't think it's very high, but... We just have the 1 strength gem, right? Well, we have turn 1 as well. Okay. You know what? I do think that we can get away with 1 more. So now it's time to toke away our last strike. This frees up our gold in Act 4. We don't have to use a harder move. Alright. Exploit gems. We want to be able to use Overload here to find Apotheosis, as well as maybe a Resilient Plate. Problem is there's a lot of cards in hand. They all cost energy. I would need to play 2 energy worth of cards to play Overload. I suppose we could do Charge Up Defend. Yeah, that's pretty easy to do. Oh, you got 2 energy. Okay, we got Resilient Plate. That's fine. Small problem, we're taking damage. I think that's still okay. Just play this defend, we take 2, and we proc Centennial Puzzle for next turn? Sure. So there's our Apotheosis. We want to scale up as fast as possible. We've already drawn 2 of our temporary buff cards, Incinerate and Exploit Gems. So we want to Secret Technique for the last one, Suspension, and use that with our Resilient Plate. We don't want to draw a Resilient Plate. Well, I guess it's kind of happening either way. That's fine. We'll just suspend it. And then I guess I play Time Bomb as well. We need... what is this, 30? We can do 26, I guess? If I want to play Time Bomb. Or we could just enter defensive, that seems fine too. We can just wait on these, doesn't matter a whole lot. I'll play the Gear Up just to get rid of it. And get our 15 brace. Exploit Gems. Overload. Oh, the other Overload, cool. I was hoping... Time Bomb's still there, Speed Boost is in the draw pile, very far away. So it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get out. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to get another Resilient Plate this turn. That's 1, 2... Where's the third one? Did we exhaust it? Oh yeah, that's right. That was before Apotheosis. Yeah, there it is. We don't have any ways to draw another card. Oh, yes we do. We have Overload. I don't know what I'm thinking here. Let's put Defend in. We'll play Incinerate here. Gotta be careful not to play Sentry Blast. We'll play the Repulsor. Get rid of one more card. Okay, now we'll do this. Do this. Just keep going as fast as possible. Game-wise, not thinking-wise. We are definitely not playing very fast. Alright, let's grab... Ooh, what do we want to grab? Exploit Gems gets me charge up, but I really want another Resilient Plate, because that gets us a total of 10 dexterity. This is way too much. We don't have a lot in hand to play, so I could just grab this Overload. Actually, let's grab this one. Actually, I have no idea what order we're getting things in. Let's do this. Right, not enough room. Okay. And we're going to do this so that we can... Oh. Right, that's not a weaken, that's damage. Oh well. That's fine. We'll lose one buffer. Okay, so I'm kind of noticing that we have a bit of a problem. We don't need any more dexterity than this. But we still have 3 Resilient Plates. It's a good problem to have, I will say. Having too much of something. Because it means we're winning, I think. We don't want that anymore. just realized there might be an echo. I'm gonna fix that. Alright. And that's still new Deca. Took 2 damage, that's good enough. That was a 7-turn fight. How much has this done? This is only done it once. The entire game. Incredible. And of course we got Awakened 1. So we still got to figure out how we're going to play this fight. I think our play here is to try and empty hand a little bit so we can play Overload. So let's start with that. We're also probably going to play Resilient Plate here. I think it's Overload, Resilient Plate. I don't know what our last card would be, though. Suspension. Save Construction Form? Oh, we got Curl Up. Interesting. Save a Resilient Plate for a couple turns from now. Let's do that. I could enter defensive mode here, but then we lose all these buffs. I think it's still fine. I want to play Curl Up. Of course it hits the other Resilient Plate. I could have used the potion here. I don't think it's necessary, though. We heal up 3/4 of his HP at the end of the act. Not going for anything greedy, like a perfect fight. Let's do this, so that we can put something into stasis. I would actually like to draw Exploit Gems. Let's do that. Play Resilient Plate. 22, we have enough block already? Okay. Let's do this then. That Resilient Plate will cost 0 the next time we draw it. Seems good to me. Also, so long as we don't play any powers, I think we'll be fine. I want to get an Overload here, I think. Yeah. I don't know how I miscounted that. Oh well. Alright, what are we drawing? Repulsor? That might be necessary to use. Yeah, let's just keep getting our brace number up. Yeah, I don't think this fight is going to be very difficult. Thankfully. After that first hit. Multi-beam goes in. It does look like we're doing enough damage, despite having only a few attacks in the deck. I'm hoping that transfers over to next act. What else we got? That's... eh? Get rid of the slimed. We'll curl up multi-beam. Got priming shot. Okay. This is perfect, actually. Because now we remove 2 of Awaken 1's strength. Which means that is permanent. Next phase, he will only have 2 strength instead of 4. Very nice. Alright, let's focus on doing some damage here. We won't play that. We will play the Resilient Plate. Because, you know, 11 dexterity is not enough. Just play this as well. Let's get Resilient Plate out of the draw pile. I'm thinking for the hard fight, it won't be such a bad thing to purposely exhaust. Our Resilient Plate on turn 1 if we draw it. Anyways, 2292. Last act. What do we do now? 7 HP better than a toke? What do we even toke here? Maybe we toke a Resilient Plate. We just picked him up and now we don't want him anymore. It's kind of funny. I think all of our attacks are still necessary. Maybe not Time Bomb so much, but that exhausts, so I'm not worried about it. We still want our defense. I guess Resilient Plate is our worst card, but we could still exhaust 1 on turn 1 and be fine for the rest of the fight. I'll rest for 7 HP. Ooh, Clockwork Souvenir. I mean, as long as we don't use it immediately on turn 1, it will keep vulnerable off of us. I don't feel like these other 2 relics are worth very much. Actually, is Vajra worth something here? Vajra, because we don't have a lot of elite fights this act, could actually mean something. Take the other Polybeam. That's an interesting idea. I can afford Polybeam Clockwork Souvenir. I think I'm going to do that. Second Polybeam absolutely cements our damage. And you know, even if this keeps something permanently, it's not a big deal. Future Planes was in the shop, but I don't think we need it. There was maybe a chance that we'd have enough Accelerate for it to be useful. I don't think that's an amazing bet, though. Okay, we want to yet again clear hand to make room for Overload. Which means we need to play 2 cards. I think this is going to be the time we use Block Potion. I also think the cards we play are Gear Up Defend. Alright, what do we get? A whole lot of nothing? I guess we get Curl Up to enter defensive here. It's still not amazing. See, that's 20 block. We're taking 13. That's actually absolutely fine. What did we use Clockwork Souvenir on already? Oh. Oh, that's right. We have Mutagenic Strength. That's still absolutely worth it. Keeping 3 strength is just like if we just had Broken Tooth. So, yeah. Let's maximize our chance that this doesn't hit Ascender's Bane. Okay. That's fine, I suppose. It's not like we were going to play that next turn. Actually, I wanted to drink this. Oh, good. I got it just in time. Take exactly 1 for Centennial Puzzle. That's good, because we were going to get 2 burns. Okay, can I do Construction Form and block the other 20 damage incoming? Doesn't look like it. Could I put construction form into stasis? I have suspension, so yes. And we have plenty of accelerate, so this is not a big deal either. Let's put that in. We gain two dexterity from that. Let's grab exploit gems or apotheosis. I think exploit gems with this hand. Then pre-program. Hey, we get apotheosis anyway. Let's get rid of a resilient plate. Yes. And I think it's defend time bomb. No, wait, we have a charge up and a defend in hand. So that's another 24 block. Yeah, that full blocks us this turn. We'll just play Twin Slam for the artifact strip. I guess I could have attacked that and then turned around. Oh well. Now would be a very good time to have construction form in play. I guess we'll just draw a card. Yeah, not the greatest draw. At least we can turn around here. Can we enter defensive? No, we're one away. Because of course we are. It's 20 block, we take 18. Not ideal. I don't think it's worth to use duplication potion here. I think we are definitely healthy enough to keep this for the heart, use it on construction form or whatever we deem necessary. That's our first power of the fight, wow. Okay, let's draw some more cards. Yeah, we're almost full blocking here, so let's see if we can make something else happen. Like speed boost, construction form? This would be 18 if I turned around, this would be 14, that's 32, this is 33. This is actually exactly like turn 1. You're 26, so yeah, speed boost, defend, that should be enough. Yes, take away my focus. We don't need this here. I don't think. Because I think we can just do this. Yeah. Sundial's on 2. Oh my gosh. The Bottled Lightning Dream. No. So now the question. Do we bottle Secret Technique or Apotheosis? Secret Technique gives us the option to take Apotheosis turn 1 or something else. That being said, I think Apotheosis is still the correct answer. Secret Technique will be useful later in the fight. This is why I bought it earlier. Just so that I can maybe grab an Overload at some point, in case I get a bad draw, versus the Heart. Between Gelatinous Cube and all the passive draw we have, though, I find that very unlikely. But regardless, that's going in the bottle. Okay. Reminder, do not play this on a buff turn. This is the debuff turn, so thankfully this won't give the permanent strength this turn. Still do not want to play it otherwise. I think we just have to use Centennial Puzzle here, and draw 2 instead of the full 3. If we try to clear hand space, and then maybe use Overload at some point, then we're not going to be able to use Construction Form well. So let's just draw. Okay, we got Resilient Plate. We could just enter defensive now. Play Gear Up, Priming Shot. You can play Twin Slam twice. Let's get some dexterity, actually. Let's get this later. If we play Gear Up, we enter immediately, because we take 2 damage from Beat of Death. We also have 5 statuses coming in, and this clears hand space. Okay. So we're not carrying any block over for next turn, but that should still be fine. We're hoping... Okay. Okay, we got Repulsor before any of the statuses. That's great. Can even pre-program here. There's a Resilient Plate there. We have no Accelerate available. Oh wait, we have the one right here. Never mind. I guess we'll put Resilient Plate into Stasis then. And I'm going to do as much damage as possible since I don't think we're in danger of dying here. Just want to end the fight sooner than later. We're going to take 18, I guess we're going to enter defensive again. Which is good, because this is the big attack. There's Construction Form. Okay, if we do that twice, will we still be able to block? Probably not. No. Anyways, we're just going to do this now. And I am just going to play the Slime, since I don't think there's any point in playing anything else this turn. Everything is block cards. So yeah. Might as well play this now to get the brace. Nah. Might still want the debuff reduction. I was wondering if we were going to draw more cards there. Let's put Polybeam in, so we can incinerate it out. We keep 2 dexterity if we play this here. We're drawing the other one next turn, right? I think we are. We have 14 strength. This is great. We do need to block this, though. It does not look easy. Unless we somehow draw a Twin Slam. Let's get rid of that. Still not Twin Slam. There's no statuses in the draw pile, so let's just play Exploit Gems. Got Secret Technique, which we can use to get Suspension. Which then we use to draw Twin Slam? No. Well. I could use Overload, but then I lose my buffers. We have 10 Dexterity, this is 18, this is also 18. Priming Shot enters defensive as well. Okay, so I think Priming Shot, Defend, Speed Boost. Not necessarily in that order. Or we could do Resilient Plate. Keep even more temporary buffs. Yeah, we'll do that. So we lose our buffers. That's fine. We only lose 12 HP again. We have more than enough strength to carry us through this fight. Alright, this is going to be Twin Slam. Sentry Wave. Draw me a defend, please. No point in playing Second Slam? Alright, we'll just do Polybeams. Oh. I guess the point was to take 2 less damage because we were already the damage cap. Oh well. We actually need to get to the end of this very quickly. Can we do enough damage fast enough? We can enter defensive mode again. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a defend in so we can use speed boost on it. Oh good. That helps. Oh, I think we got it. That's a full block this turn. Is this slightly more damage? This is 54. Doing that so I have the damage for next turn. This is perfect, let's not screw it up. 104 damage. Well, we're probably dead unless we get, I guess, Twin Slam. That's not Twin Slam. Wait, we got it. We got it. Both damage-wise and block-wise. Sheesh. All that and we still almost died. Alright. 3-hour run. 3092. 3,000 points. Having played that hard fight, I think my deck did get a little bit too big. And I didn't have enough attacks. Obviously I beat the heart, but 2 times Polybeam might not have been enough. We needed to do more damage earlier on the fight, I guess. Although I don't really know how I would do that as Guardian. Guardian does not have a lot of front-loaded damage. It's a lot of just setup. We really did need that 5th energy, I think. Although I guess I'll never know how the Pandora's box went. Not unless someone plays it and tells me. But yeah, that was an apotheosis start at the beginning of the game. Ended with it getting bottled. I think that's very poetic. We got every elite available to us. We took the extremely risky 4 elite with the Burning Elite in Act 2, and it paid off. I don't think Pickup Rhapsody paid off, but that's just how it is sometimes. I think overall, a lot of draw really helped here. I noticed a little bit of a parallel between this and an earlier run in the series, the one called The Guardian Formula Breaks Down, where I had a lot of debuff reduction, a thick deck, and 2 overloads. And I'm noticing that I also have debuff reduction, a larger deck than usual, and 2 overloads. It would have been even bigger if we had not found Peace Pipe. I wonder if there's a correlation here between card draw and debuff reduction. I suppose that kind of makes sense because you want the cards in the same hand as each other, the debuffs and the debuff reduction. And that's not something you can do with passive strats with Guardian that usually don't have a lot of card draw. It also helped that we had 5 energy and a almost free boss relic, thanks to a gelatinous cube. At the end of the run, we didn't get very amazing relics. We got Meat on the Bone and Strawberry, which did nothing. Sundial, I guess, existed. I never really noticed it. Yeah, after Peace Pipe, anything I didn't buy was pretty bad, which I guess was just these 3. But it does go to show that I guess elites aren't always the best thing to go for. Even though we did go for all of them, we still got some stuff that wasn't very useful. When did we get this Juzu? This is Hornclate. So here, floor 23, Taskmaster. That might have actually gotten us an event where we would have gotten a fight. I'll never know. Anything else I want to say about this? Nope, that's going to be it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, and you stick around for future episodes, I hope you enjoy those too. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.